Captain Elena Rodriguez had seen 1,000 worlds burn, but nothing had prepared her for this. The distress beacon had led the Terran Vanguard to a desolate moon in the Korvax system, a place where, according to galactic records, nothing should exist. Yet there it was, a massive creature, scales shimmering like molten copper, collapsed in a crater of its own making. Its chest rose and fell and labored devastating gasps. A dragon. An actual, impossible dragon. Scanning for hostiles, Lieutenant Marcus Webb announced, his rifle trained on the dying behemoth. Captain, this thing could level a city. Protocol says we eliminate and extract. Elena stepped closer, her boots crunching on crystalline soil. The dragon's eye, vast as a hover car, tracked her movement. There was intelligence there. Ancient, profound intelligence. Then she heard them. Tiny voices, trembling with terror, speaking directly into her mind through the universal translator embedded in her neural implant. Please don't hurt us. Mommy is dying. Elena's breath caught. From beneath the dragon's wing, 3 small shapes emerged. Baby dragons, each no larger than a retriever, their scales dull and their wings folded tight against their bodies. They huddled together, eyes wide with fear and desperation. Hold fire, Elena commanded, raising her hand. Webb lowered his rifle fractionally. Captain, those things will grow into. I said hold fire. The largest hatchling took a trembling step forward. The bad ones, they poisoned her. She used the last of her strength to bring us here. She said, humans might help. Elena knelt, bringing herself to eye level with the terrified creature. Why would she think that? Because humans are the only species in the galaxy who adopt orphans that aren't their own kind. The words hit Elena like a physical blow. She thought of her own childhood, of the Martian family who'd taken her in after the colony raids, of humanity's bizarre, inexplicable compulsion to nurture anything helpless, dogs, cats, birds, even the occasional rescued alien. The mother dragon released a sound, half-groan, half-sigh. Elena approached her massive head, placing a hand on scales that radiated fading warmth. The dragon's thoughts whispered into her mind, fractured and weak. My children, last of our kind, the Korvax hunted us for our fire glands. Please. I need options, Webb, Elena said quietly. Her lieutenant ran calculations on his datapad. Medical bay could be retrofitted. The xenobiologist might manage supportive care. But Captain, Command will never authorize. Then we don't tell Command until it's done. Elena stood, her decision crystallizing. Prep emergency medical. Get every xenobiologist on the ship to the bay. And someone find me every heat lamp and thermal blanket we have. Captain, that's an order, Lieutenant. The crew worked through the night cycle. The mother dragon was beyond saving. Her wounds too severe, the poison too advanced. But they made her comfortable, gave her warmth, and let her hatchlings curl against her one last time. As the great creature's breathing finally stilled, she fixed Elena with one last, grateful look. Thank you for being what you are. 3 months later, the Terran Vanguard became the galaxy's strangest sight. A human warship with 3 growing dragons in the cargo bay, learning to fly in zero gravity, breathing practice flames that made the engineers nervous and the captain proud. The Galactic Council was furious. The Korvax Empire demanded the specimens be surrendered. Elena's response was broadcasted across every channel. These aren't specimens. They're crew members under Terran protection, and anyone who wants them will have to go through us. It was humanity's most human moment, illogical, emotional, and absolutely defiant. The hatchlings, now bonded to the crew, grew stronger each day. They learned human languages, developed individual personalities, and started what would become the most unlikely alliance in galactic history. Because humanity had done what only humanity would do. They'd looked at 3 terrified babies and seen family. and the galaxy would never be quite the same.